Good day, St.Martin. I'm Yesenia Lazaro.
And I'm Austin Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St.Martin NEWSDESK, where we bring you the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
It's Wednesday, but let's dive right in to our headlines.
The St.Martin Police Force KPSM recently received a fleet of new vehicles, an important addition to their fight against crime. The announcement came from NAPB St.Martin Union President Marcus Pantoflet, who shared that car dealerships provided the new vehicles on November 7th. Pantoflet highlighted that the NAPB has been concerned about the state of law enforcement's vehicles for some time. Pantoflet met with the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Luke Marcelina on November 6th, discussing additional issues facing law enforcement, including unsafe working conditions, resource shortages, and outdated administrative policies. Police Chief Carl John joined Pantoflet in these discussions, emphasizing the need for immediate improvements to support both police officers and customs staff on duty.
Following heavy rainfall on St. Martin Day, the Ministry of VROMI took swift action to address widespread flooding and road hazards. Assessments conducted on November 11th revealed that although water levels have mostly receded, dangerous road conditions may remain. Floodgates on 80 Illage Road were opened to divert water from the fresh pond to the salt pond, allowing safer passage for vehicles. Residents, especially those in Dutch Cul-de-sac, St. Peter's and Ebenezer areas, were advised to exercise caution as hillside areas faced landslide risks. Motorists were urged to avoid 80 Illage Road from Madam Estate to Middle Region due to collapsed retaining walls and debris. Dutch Quarter Belvedere, Link 2, AJC Brower Road, and Simpson Bay were also experienced high water, mud, and rock deposits on roads, with some areas being impassable. The ministry has mobilized cleanup crews to clear blocked roads and remove debris, ensuring safety and infrastructure stability. Residents were asked for patience and cooperation as these essential efforts continued. Police and ambulance teams responded to a tragic suicide incident in Cole Bay involving a young man. The police dispatch received a call around 5:35 p.m. regarding the situation, prompting immediate action by emergency services. Authorities are now conducting an investigation to understand the circumstances surrounding the incident.
The Central Bank of Curaçao and St. Martin, CBCS, alongside Curaçao and St. Martin governments, is progressing with the ENNIA group's restructuring to safeguard policyholders' interests. Following an initial agreement in April and an addendum in October, ENNIA's restructuring focuses on creating a new ENNIA insurance group by January 2025. This includes transferring certain policyholders' liabilities and assets from the existing insurer, ENNIA Caribe Leven, to the new entity, ENNIA Leven NV. Insurance contracts from July 4, 2018 onward will be transferred to ENNIA Leven, while other liabilities will stay with ENNIA Caribe Leven. A split will occur in certain policies to maintain policyholder rights fully intact, an arrangement approved by the Curaçao's court. Additionally, ENNIA Caribe Holding will transfer essential assets and invite its employees to reapply for positions in the new company, which will also undergo a name change to reduce confusion. Other strategic reviews are planned, covering ENNIA's Aruba operations and Mullet Bay property. Legal proceedings against shareholder Parman International and Mr. Ansari remain ongoing, with ENNIA seeking compensation.
people, make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in.
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
We exposed 5 strangers to different KFC menus to see if the flavor can enhance any moment. And at the first bite, the party began. We repeated the experiment during the day, during business hours, on weekends, with sunshine, with rain. It's confirmed any moment can be a KFC moment.
In a bid to showcase St. Martin as a top Caribbean destination, the St. Martin Tourism Bureau, known as STB, has welcomed a group of influential ambassadors this November. The guests, including soca queen Alison Hines, social media personality Danielle Loveless, steel pan artist Joshua Regello, and Dominica's influencer Emerlyn Alselm, will participate in diverse events celebrating St. Martin's rich culture and the island's culinary month. Hines will inspire young women in a motivational event at the University of St. Martin on November 13th, organized with local foundations. Loveless, famous for What You Know, will engage residents and capture the island's vibrant community for his online series promoting Carnival 2025 as well. Regello will lead steel pan workshops culminating in a performance on November 14th. Tourism officials, including the Honorable Minister Grisha Heiliger Martin and STB agent Jacqueline Lewis, see this collaboration as a unique way to attract more visitors by sharing the island's culture and hospitality with global audiences. NEWSDESK Alston Lawrence had the following.
Good day. Now we have a special exclusive. We have Daniel from What You Know.
Yes, how you doing,
All the
my
way from
friend?
Trinidad.
Yeah. How you going?
Good, man.
Yeah, I just always mess up the bunks, so teach me
Yeah,
how to do it.
not every country got it.
Right, that is, yeah. I keep messing it up with everybody.
Man, it's fine. You're in St. Martin, first time in St. Martin.
First time.
St. Martin's Day weekend. I understand the St. Martin Tourism Bureau brought you. How's the trip then?
The trip has been amazing. We arrived yesterday, and I already got the ball rolling with some interviews. I did Tamia, I did Tembe as well.
Yeah.
I'm releasing DJ Outcast today.
Okay.
So the energy is amazing. We've attended a number of events. I want to say a special thank you to the St. Martin Tourism Bureau for having me here. And I'm just really embracing the experience and trying to connect with the people and learn more about the place.
What have you learned about St. Martin people thus far?
So far, I learned that they are really giving people so far, because friendly, very, very friendly and giving. All my guests have brought a gift for me, and that's something I'm not accustomed to. I usually give the gifts, so getting gifts from each different guest, whether it be a bottle of something or a branded jersey or so. I'm really appreciative of the friendliness of the people.
That's cool. That's cool. Listen, your show is one of the social media top ones in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
What could you say to other people who want to be a social media influencer, and how did you get into it?
Right. Well, what I would say to people who want to get into any kind of social media work is that you should really focus on doing something that makes you feel fulfilled.
Right.
I've been doing this for the past decade, and in my first 6 years, I think I was focusing a lot on doing content that I thought that people would want, and I wasn't necessarily doing it to feel that fulfillment. And I would always tend to just create content that I think people would like, or people would laugh, or just to be accepted by people. And I recently, a year now, took a stance to just do content that makes me feel fulfilled, and by extension, now I see everybody else feels fulfilled. For years now, I always wanted the recognition. I always wanted people to look at me and say, good job, you're doing a good job. And I wasn't getting a lot of that. So I decided that I would flip the script and instead give other people their flowers, celebrate other people, celebrate the Caribbean. So by extension, now I am celebrated, which I'm grateful for. But I do it because I know how it feels to be to feel like you're not celebrated.
Not noticed.
Yeah. So I like to notice people, give people that platform to talk, to share their story, and to basically just showcase the Caribbean's finest people.
Right. I love that. The Caribbean's finest people. At our station here at Rock Caribbean, where we actually focus on the small islands as well. So what I really want to hear from you is when you get back to Trinity and somebody asks you, what's a St. Martin? What would you describe that by all the people you met thus far? Not all of those in the Juve. Leave the Juve alone.
Yeah.
That's not us all the time. We enjoy that too.
Right.
But how would you describe a St. Martin?
I would describe a St. Martin as a very friendly person, one of the friendliest people in the world, might I say. Really happy, outgoing people, and I really see that, they do their best to not only treat tourists well, but, to treat everyone well in the country. And, since I arrived, I got a very VIP experience with Majesty Car Rental.
Oh, that's so you met Vanessa.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. They literally roll out a red carpet in the airport, and that was the first time I ever experienced something like that. So it made me feel really appreciated, and everything has just been going so well. Going to all the events. The St. Martin Tourism Bureau is taking really, really good care of me. I want to say a special thank you to Angela and Jacqueline from the
team.
The team, man, Embrace. They've been treating me really nice, taking me around, and basically giving me everything that I need to ensure that I could have a good experience and also produce good content.
Also on the island for St. Martin Day weekend, the STB has brought as well Joshua, the steel pan player of the Caribbean, one of the best, if not the best. How you doing, man?
Hey, thank you so much, man. I do warm welcome. Thank you so much.
How you loving St. Martin?
It's real nice, real vibes. The people are so warm. You warm, everything. The vibes just nice.
I like that. So I know you did some Juve, did a little
everything.
party.
Yeah, we did everything on your list so far.
How you like the vibes?
It's just warm. The people are warm. Everybody's just so welcoming. So I really enjoying it, man.
Okay, man. Trinidad is a big island.
Yeah.
We're small islands. We all somehow always have to be connected to Trinidad. What do you see the difference in cultures from Trinidad, which is also multicultural, and the small islands now that you're here?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say that you're small, because somebody said that to me, and then we've been driving a lot all over the place.
Got a lot of traffic.
We're just driving all over. I mean, there are some differences, and you could see that from the French influence and Dutch influence, but there are also so many similarities, and I love that and being here for sure shows me that we are one Caribbean. So I could be here with you, and we could speak and understand each other. Yeah. Yesterday I had an interaction with a security guard. Him and I were in the car together, and it felt like I was talking to a Trini, because I could speak in my own tongue, and he understands me in my own slang. So I think we have differences for sure, but I think what I realized from this trip is the similarities that we have.
Right. Have you had food since you're here?
Yeah.
We're very proud of our food in St. Martin.
Yeah, but we've just been having a lot of things. So
moving.
Yeah, we went to our brunch today. I can't even tell you what we had, but we just had a full plate of things. It was just a lot.
St. Martin does it well.
Yeah.
What in terms of steel pan, you've come, how long have you been playing steel pan?
Since I was 3. I'm 27 right now.
Wow.
So all I know is steel pan.
Well, we have some people on the island like that as well, like a whole family.
Yeah, I'm gonna meet a bunch of them this week. Yes.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy that too.
Yeah.
What do you think about the steel pan as an instrument? One of the newest instruments that we created, and us as a Caribbean people and culture? Should that connect? Should we all play steel pan?
Yeah, I think so. When you look at the history of steel pan, it comes directly from slavery. I like to say that steel pan is the new form of rebellion, or the new form of our expression from slavery, and it was a way of connecting the slaves and connecting the people and communicating. And if you bring it forward, it should be a way to connect us, So I definitely think that we should all be together and be able to play steel pan. Right. And if not play it, just be able to enjoy it for what it actually is and what we think it should be.
Right. St. Martin's 4th Gastronomy Festival launched on Sunday with the Taste of Sunrise Brunch, featuring local chefs Shane Huggins and Ashanta Daniel at 978 Beach Lounge in Friars Bay. The festival, running through November 22nd, offers a packed lineup of events, including cooking workshops, tastings, and competitions. Highlights include the Best Table competition, barbecue contest, and mixology finals. New additions this year feature sip and cook sessions, a food and cocktail pairing event, and a gastronomy village with 30 local food stands, open from November 15th to 17th. With diverse chefs from around the world, this year's festival promises a rich culinary experience for all attendees. The Sewer League St. Martin's young swimmers made a splash at the 32nd OECS Swimming Championships in St. Vincent, taking home 3 medals and placing 6th overall among 9 countries. Competing from November 8th to 10th, the team of 10 athletes aged 8 to 17 impressed with their dedication and skill. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina praised their achievement, noting that their efforts brought pride to St. Martin and respect across the Caribbean. These athletes embody the spirit of St. Martin, proud, resilient, and always ready for a challenge, he stated. The government remains committed to supporting sports development for a bright future in St. Martin athletics.
The Ministry of Tourism, Economic Affairs, Transport and Telecommunication, known as TEATT in St. Martin, is illuminating the capital and key areas for the holiday season. Partnering with a local non-profit, the ministry aims to bring festive spirit from St. Martin's Day through to the end of the year. TEATT Minister, the Honorable Grisha Heiliger Maarten, emphasized that lightening areas like the boardwalk and Simpson Bay will attract residents and tourists alike, boosting both shopping and leisure activities. Minister Heiliger Maarten promised further announcements on the lightning launch and additional seasonal surprises very soon.
The Met Department of St. Martin is keeping a sharp eye on the Atlantic, ready to update you with the latest. Follow NewsDesk on Facebook for your daily sunshine report. So as you enjoy your weekend, stay safe and friendly, Sunshine City.
So let's go step by step with the timing. Here's your time frame. This is today in the short term, watching out for the flooding, southern end of Haiti. Thank you for your trust. We did have that flooding around in some spots. I was trying to give you the heads up on that for days and days. Now, as we work our way into tomorrow, we start to get that rotation. It may become a tropical storm as soon as tomorrow. That strong onshore flow starts. This is just the beginning of it, and this is the problem. That counterclockwise flow with these systems, that strong onshore flow is going to be with us for days and days in Honduras, watching over toward Roatan. Now, you see how the core of this here, heavy rain, Cayman Islands on Friday, near Jamaica, but the core of this, very close to the northeastern sections of Nicaragua and Honduras. The eye of this, the center may be just offshore, but just that relentless rain and wind for some of us, extreme northeastern sections. You see how it's such a fine line, and that's why I wanted to tell you everything I'm seeing. I'm not sure with a few things. This is a little bit more over here. It's a much bigger problem over here, extreme northeastern sections. On the back side of it, you get those feeder bands. So in Jamaica, for example, on Saturday, still dealing with some bands of rain. Heaviest weather, though, in Jamaica would be off to the west. In Cayman Islands, it would be off to the south. But here we go. This is still Sunday, and you see it still in place, that relentless onshore flow. Now you can see how not all of us are getting it. Such a fine line. Some of us in Honduras completely fine, but closer to this area, that's a big problem. Now this is where we get uncertain. How much does this move into Belize? Does it miss Belize? I'm not sure yet, but it's going to be close. So we need to make some of those preps, and then you can see it could move into either Belize or right up into Mexico here as a hurricane on Monday. So that would be the timing of that. So this here is on Monday. That's when it finally starts to make its move. Kind of finishing out, being stalled, starts to make its move in on Monday. Now, let me stop it here and expand out the view here. This is the same time frame. This is Monday afternoon. You see it here. Here's Cuba right here, Cayman Islands here. So we'll see how much of this kind of works inland. If it moves completely into the Yucatan Peninsula, it is going to eventually weaken significantly, and then down the road, that would be better news for friends across the southeast U.S. because it would be a much, much weaker area. Either way, there should be some weakening once it makes its way Tuesday into the Gulf of Mexico. Plus, a front is going to start to steer it. That could lend itself to a lot of wind shear. Now, I've been doing this for decades. Sometimes you could get a system this time of year. This is rare. That's why I mentioned it's kind of historic. This is very late in the season. But you could get a system that's powerful, and then in just a matter of 12 hours, it can greatly diminish and fall apart this time of year. That would be a great thing with some of that wind shear moving in. As of now, the American model shows more of a bigger rainmaker trying to move into parts of Florida, maybe the northern Bahamas by the time we get into Wednesday.
Mom. How are you? But Mom, you finished all your minutes yet?
No, girl.
TALEM has new postpaid plans and automatically upgraded my postpaid package. Is that so?
Guess what?
I am getting more minutes and almost double the amount of data for the same price. I guess I'm making a switch now.
Let me call you back, Mom.
Hey Tash, you hear about TALEM new postpaid plans?
Preparations for St. Martin DOET 2025, St. Martin's largest volunteer initiative, are underway with the event set for May 16th to May 17th, marking its 11th consecutive year. Project coordinators announced a shift from March to May, allowing the event to follow Carnival. The 2025 slogan, "From Parading to Progress for a Brighter St. Martin," aims to harness post-carnival energy from community projects. Organizations are encouraged to submit their project ideas by February 7th, 2025. New this year, 2 youth interns will be selected to help drive youth involvement. Financial support of up to $650 is available for projects.
Diabetes Foundation of St. Martin, known as DFS, Social Health Insurances, SZV, and the Collective Prevention Service, CPS, invite the public to a symposium on diabetes under the theme Diabetes and Well-Being on Thursday, November 14th. The event will feature expert speakers including Dr. Zamora Perez, Dr. Judith Richardson, Jesniela Carty, Suzette de Cuba, and De Antoinette Roger Sorton. The symposium will be held at the John Larmony Center, Pondville Road, Phillipsburg, from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's free to attend and aims to raise awareness, especially on World Diabetes Day. Honorable Minister of Finance, Marinka Gumbs, encourages everyone, especially youth, to participate in the ongoing free workshops for Financial Literacy Month. 2 workshops will be held on Wednesday, November 13th. The first, Corporate Governance, will take place from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the University of St. Martin. And the second, Mastering Your Income Tax Form, will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Government Administration Building. A third workshop, How to Declare Your Business Taxes, will take place Thursday, November 14th. From 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., also at the Government Administration Building. Registration is available at www.finlit.sx. Honorable Minister Gumbs also encourages young entrepreneurs ages 12 to 18 to sign up for the Youth Biz Expo on November 24th. For more details, visit nyp.sx. A total of 57 teams participated in the 37th annual Around the Island Relay Race, organized by the St. Martin Road Runners on Monday, November 11th, 2024, St. Martin Day. Despite rainy weather, all 627 runners, mostly local residents from both the French and Dutch sides, took part in the race. Barrett Buss, the board secretary, was impressed by the turnout. "We were surprised to see 57 teams of 11 runners with people of all ages joining in," she said. A portion of the registration fees, a whole 10%, was donated to Lab Sports Academy, a local youth development organization. Heineken 0.0% was the premium sponsor for this year's event, which also received support from various other local businesses and organizations.
This Saturday, November 16th, join the free Migratory Bird Festival at the Museum Naturalis in French Quarter. From 9 a.m. to noon, the event will celebrate St. Martin's migratory birds with a range of activities, including the launch of a new bird coloring book, Migratory Birds Around Me. The bilingual book will be available for free while supplies last. Children can enjoy coloring and play bird themes games while learning about bird tracking, and exploring the museum's exhibits. The festival will feature Caribbean-themed activities like bird bingo and habitat scavenger. The event is sponsored by Delta Petroleum. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 across our social media platforms and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Austin Lawrence.
And I'm Yesenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week. See you next time.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.